Alright guys, welcome to the Q&A where I answer all the questions you guys posted. Let's get started. So first, I thought I'd start off with this one. It's pretty simple. Quick Q&A. How did you discover Taming and when was that? Well, it was about in like 2016. The only games I played back then were Mope.io and Moo.io, which is basically the first version of Taming.io. But it got overrun with hackers, so I stopped playing it, and Taming.io was just way better. So one night, like 3 a.m., I was playing Mope with Forrest the YouTuber. I don't know how many subs he had back then. It was like, I think it was 60,000 or something. And so we teamed a bunch. We said we're going to play the next night. Well, that never happened. And then I stopped playing Mope and just played Moo until about when it was overrun by hackers, which was like a year later. So I didn't play any more IO games. Then in 2019 or 18, something like that, I was playing Crunker.io, which is a first-person shooter block game thing. And Fordish was in one of the private servers that I was playing in, and I thought it was pretty cool. And he actually remembered when we had played like 3 or 4 years ago. And so I looked up his YouTube channel. He wasn't playing Taming.io yet because that hadn't even been made. And so then I forgot about him again. And then it was like in April or February, I think it was April of 2021, I was watching YouTube and one of his videos popped up. And I don't know what it was for. And then I remembered who he was. And so I looked on his channel. And there's Taming.io videos. Like, oh, that's cool. So I looked, and I loved Moo.io, but when it was overrun by hackers, I stopped playing. So when I saw that Taming.io was like a better version, I immediately started playing it. And yeah, that's basically how we discovered Taming.io. And yeah, it was about 3 months ago, maybe 4 months ago. So that's why I'm not so good. All right, next question. How old are you? What's your favorite pet and skin in Taming.io? My favorite pet, I gotta say, is the mammoth. It's very, very OP. It's pretty easy to level up, and he has a ton of health, and he regens relatively fast. Favorite skin, I'd either say the default skin, the cherry skin, or the dragon skin. They're all pretty cool. How old am I? That's classified, can't tell you guys. Favorite weapon, I'd say, is the spear. When I first started playing, it was the hammer, because all I did was build stuff, and I didn't really fight. But now that I'm getting better at playing, even though I'm still not very good, I like the spear because it has long range, and when leveled up, it does a crazy amount of damage, as well as Naginata, which was recently added, which does an even more crazy amount of damage. It's even longer range, which is perfect for when you're on the mammoth, because the mammoth is so large. Q&A, if there's one weapon you could remove and one weapon you could add to Taming.io, what would that be? I gotta say, I like the axe. It's pretty good. The sword's fine. The spear gotta stay. I would either say the daggers, which I don't really like, but I don't hate them. I'd say I would remove the hammer, but that's only because the weapon I'd add in would be the stick, which would be like it'd have 0 offensive damage, but you're faster. It gathers materials really fast, and you can level up really fast. That way you can just build your base a lot faster than with the hammer, but then you also have the problem where you can't do any damage. So I think that'd be pretty cool, because then you could just have a class for just people who just want to build a base quickly. Q&A, if there's one pet you could add to Taming.io and one you could remove, what would they be? To remove, that's interesting. I don't know if I'd really want to remove one, but if I had to remove one, I gotta say I'd remove the fox. And the only reason is because I kept getting stream sniped by a noob who was just spamming 3 adult foxes on me when I was a low level. Other than that, if that never happened, I wouldn't be able to choose. And if you could add one, that's a tough decision. But I gotta say, what would be really cool to add is like a chicken. Maybe not one that you could ride, like it'd be like a small pet. But I think it'd be cool if they were really fast and then had like a peck ability that was like a little worse than the black spider. But I think a chicken would be cool to add. Like the, it could look like the Mope.io chicken. That'd be pretty cool. Who is your favorite Taming.io YouTuber, and what is your favorite update in Taming.io? My favorite YouTuber? That's pretty hard, because I'll make good content. I'd say Ultimato, but that's just because I learned how to fight pretty well with a spear watching him. Like, watching one clip. I know how to do the shield switch, which is pretty cool. My favorite update. Gotta say the Mammoth update. That was cool. And, let's see. Q&A. What are your keybinds for Taming.io? And what does your gaming setup look like? Okay, so keybinds. Let's go into Taming.io. Oh, look. The new desert was added. Sweet. Okay, so keybinds. I have pet. To select where the pet needs to go, shift, and then you place it. Pet's ability, spacebar. And then I just protect here and here. My other stuff, I use 1 for my fists, and then I have 3 mouse buttons. I have my right mouse button as eat food, so I press right mouse button and food comes out. That way I don't have to press 2, and that way I can just tap both buttons at once and heal. I have E as auto hit, because why not? I have spikes as my side mouse button, but right now, since I'm not leveled up, it just places a windmill for some weird reason. Then I also have a wall button, and then a door button, but that also it works as a different button when I'm leveled up. So those are all my keybinds, and they're pretty cool. And now for my setup, I will show you guys after I answer this next question. Q&A, what screen recorder do you use, and what windows do you need to use it? Okay, so for the screen recorder, I use, let me bring it over, Streamlabs OBS. It's pretty easy to use. What windows need, I just have display capture on, and then some other stuff if I'm going to be doing, there's like alert box, that's pretty cool, but I never use it. And basically, yeah, display capture and then mic capture. And that's pretty much it for the screen recorder. Alright, and then the last part of that question, what does your gaming setup look like? So my PC, it's got a Core i5 6500, I think. The PC, the graphics card is a Sapphire Nitro something or other. Let's see, I think I got 32 gigs of memory. It looks pretty cool. Dual monitors. I'll show you guys a picture. Alright guys, for my setup, right here, I got my 2 monitors. Here's the streaming software I use. Here's my video editing software. There's a video being edited. Here's my keyboard. I use this one for Taming.io and other stuff because it's cheaper. And here's the keyboard I use when I play Minecraft or Fortnite. Here's my mouse I use for when I play Fortnite. It's pretty light, but it doesn't have enough mouse buttons. Here's my junky headset that I've never upgraded because it still works. Here's my mic. Down here, here's my PC. There's a mess of cables, like almost all PCs. And yeah, I would go in the specs, but you guys probably don't care. And that's basically it for the setup. And that pretty much ends the Q&A for right now. I'll make another one eventually. So if you just want to leave any more questions, I'll save them for later. But thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And keep a lookout for a new video about the desert that's going to come out pretty soon. And see you guys next time.
Alright.